Hey guys, it's John Todd from Total Brohammer here, and today we're going to help some Slayers fulfill the oaths, as well as some miners, just leave this world. So let's go ahead and pause it here, because as you can see, we got some Vanguard shenanigans here, and things are going to get started fast. So let's go over my army first. I got a little Vanguard deployed squad over here of 4 Ungor Herd, as well as 3 Ungor Raiders. I have the mighty Malagor, the Dark Omen here, using his Arcane Conduit, so he wants to summon some Cygors. And I've got 3 Bestigors spread out over here, 1 Cygor behind this rock in case he had cannons, because the Cygor can throw over the rock, but cannons can't shoot through the rock, so I thought that was pretty clever of me. I've also got a Razorgore Chariot, as well as 2 Synagors with great weapons over here, and over on this side of the map I've got 1 Synagor with great weapon in the back there. So that's my army, very spread out, little flanking force, little armor piercing, little chariot action, armor piercing, harass there, and some Cygors to throw in. Alright, so for my opponent here, he's actually got 12 miners, 6 with blasting charges, and 6 without, so the 6 are in the middle, and the 3 without are on either side. As you see, we've started almost right on top of each other, and already we've done some good damage to these guys. Now, in his back line, he's got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 Slayers. So, yeah, this is a very, very spammy army, I must admit. And, yeah, some people like to play like this, but it's not usually something that's fun to fight. But whatever. For his lord, he's got Ungor Iron Fist, and I gotta say, as far as, just beating the Beastmen, it's not a terrible idea. You got a ton of guys, you have a bunch of anti-large, and they also do really good against Gores and Ungor Herds, and everything. They do really good against everything but best score, honestly. So, I mean, I know why he brought it, but spamming units is just, it's not cool, bro. Anyway, let's get into the battle. Oh, for his lord, he does indeed have Ungor Iron Fist, the Slayer King himself. So over here, I'm just gonna panic, tell these guys to attack all at once. We're gonna kill these miners fast, but I really should have got these guys moving. I need to get these best score moving so I can get to these front lines and reduce these charges. Slayers are inbound. I need to get my Synagors in. Over here, we're killing those miners fast. Gonna have my. There's not really any great choices for my Cygor to throw at, so I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing at the Dragonback Slayers, I guess. As you can see here, the blasting charges are coming in. I dodged some, but we're armored, so we're not doing too bad as far as damage goes. That's pretty okay here. I'm gonna have my chariot running around, have these Synagors coming in here, hoping to collapse on these miners and get rid of them, but the Slayers are incoming, so it's not gonna be safe for my Synagors very long. Over here, I've got a big old blob of Ungor Raider Herd. I'm gonna start shooting at the Slayers. Have these Ungor Raider Herds trying to intercept, but they stop at 2 of them for some reason. These Synagors are coming in for a rear charge. These guys, I am going to have them in a moment start breaking off. So here, still shooting at these guys. The Bestigor are performing very well against the miners. The Slayers are getting through to my backline because there's just so many of them, but with the help of these Razorgore Chariots and the charge from the Synagors, these Bestigor are just cleaning up shop. And I'm going to have the Chariots just help free up my Bestigor here, because, these miners are trading pretty cost effectively with this Bestigor, even though they are losing. So I'm going to keep those guys moving. I summoned a Cygor here, gonna keep Malagor moving over to the other side of the field. He's got a Slayer on both Cygors now. But I've done some good damage with that Cygor rock. So, not bad. Archers, like I said, I have spread out. My Ungor Raiders are all over the place. Just trying to shoot into some Slayers, but they are unbreakable, so that's gonna be a real problem. I do leave these Synagors fighting Slayers, so that is a big mistake on my part. Gonna get a rear charge on these miners with blasting charges, as well as the chariot, and we're just absolutely wrecking the miners. So now I have to get these Bestigors to go after the Slayers and help them fulfill their oaths. Because, the Beastmen, despite popular opinion, they're pretty nice guys. If the Slayers, these Slayers, all they want in the world now is to die. And we're going to help them. We are going to help them. So over here, the Cygor is getting fucked up by the Dragonback Slayers, no surprise there. Over here, the Cygor is actually doing pretty well against the Slayers, which actually is quite a surprise. The Synagors with their cycle starting are also doing pretty good. So over here I have these Slayers. There's still 19 of them. I can beat that whole unit. Thankfully my Ungor Raiders are slowly coming back, so I'm going to try to keep on spreading these guys, the archers out, holding them back, and having the Ungor Raiders intercept so I can get some good shots in. Have Malagor running around, saving up for another Cygor summon. Over here, my Vestigors are getting overwhelmed. I need to send these chariots back into them. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Slayers, I don't give a fuck. I'm going right through them. As you can see, do a lot of damage. Going to go after these Slayers, and then going to go help these Vestigor herd out. I have my Synagors just running around all over the place. These Dragonback Slayers actually slow down, so I want to get out of here, if at all possible. It looks like all my Synagors get out, and there's no slowdown. So that's good for me. Although those Slayers will absolutely wreck up those Synagor herd. So over here, my these Slayers actually stop up my Razor Chariot, so I'm going to get them out of there. Going to get a nice charge on the Dragonback Slayers, and do some pretty good damage. Over on this side of the field, as you can see, the Ungor herd are holding up these miners, which is giving time for my archers to shoot them up. The Slayers are taking care of those Ungor herd, but now there's 7 of them, but they can probably still beat these 29 Ungor raiders here. Gonna have these guys start shooting at them soon. So overall, let's take a little slow-mo look at the battle here. I got some Synagors in over here fighting Slayers and Miners. I got some Chariots fighting Slayers and Miners. I got Malagor running in the back here. I just summoned my second Cygor, but overall, it's not looking too good. He's got a lot of units left, a lot of unbreakable units, and I just don't have too much left. Alright, so I see these guys are isolated, so let's go get a nice charge on them. These guys are slowed down by the effect of the 11 Dragonback Slayers, which is annoying. I wish, ooh, okay, so we get some good damage on the charge, but we do gotta get out of there, because now we are surrounded by Slayers. We're gonna turn around, just get another charge on the Dragonback Slayers, try to get rid of as many of them as we can, and then hopefully we're gonna get out of there. Over here, he's got Slayers and Miners chasing after my Chariots. He's gonna catch them right there. But I have some Vestigor coming back. My Ungor Raiders and Ungor Herd are coming back. So I'm not gonna be giving up yet. I'm not gonna be giving up yet. And once I saw the army, I thought for sure this army's gonna beat me. But we'll see what we can do. We got Ungor Iron Fist over here, get a great charge on him, do some good damage. He just pops his buffs. We're gonna get out of there. Want nothing to do with any of his buffs. We knocked him over, did some damage. Now we're gonna get out. Over here with my Razor Chariot, they're starting to take a lot of damage, but we're just gonna keep on cycle charging on these miners here, and as you see, even the cycle charging on the Slayers is very powerful. I'm going to come in here with a cycle charge on some more Slayers and Miners, which is going to break all these Miners. These Vestigor are coming in, so they should be able to deal with the Slayers really good. And all of a sudden, I have a bunch of units that came back on this side of the field, and my opponent is actually not going out of Malagor the Dark Omen, seeing that he has summoned both his Cygors, and probably isn't going to be of much use to me anymore. So I have these Vestigor herd chasing after these 15 Slayers here, who are chasing after my Razor Chariot. We're going to go after these group of Slayers over here. These Vestigor herd and these archers are going to make quick work of these miners blasting charges. And yeah, now it's looking pretty good. Going to get a nice charge right through these guys. And since Slayers are pretty lightly armored, they don't have that much mass, so I can move through them pretty easy here. I'm going to move right on through them and straight into the back of these Slayers, doing constant cycle charges with my Synagors over here, and yeah, it's looking okay. Over here, these Vestigor herd are getting surrounded by some Slayers and some Miners, and he's also got a bunch more Miners inbound, so it's not looking good for those Vestigor herd. My Razor herd were starting to rout, so I'm going to pull them back. Not to mention, I have some Archer support now, so I'm going to use that to thin out these lightly armored Slayers. He's chasing after Malagor the Dark Omen. I definitely don't want Ungor Iron Fist on his ass, so I'm going to get these Synagors over here to do a cycle charge. They're gonna go right through Malagor and hold all these guys up for a good while. Although I gotta admit they are gonna take a lot of damage from that. Over here, I'm trying to get my archers up and around. Have these Ungor Raiders go after these 3 pesky Slayers. Having my archers move up, not noticing these guys yet. Now I notice them. I'm gonna have my Vestigor and Ungor herd intercept. Over here, I'm gonna start shooting at these guys over here. But now I have the range advantage, and I also have the speed advantage. My Lord's in pretty good shape, and this archer and the cycle charging is going to take good effect over time. So I'm going to start moving these guys back any second here. Keep killing a couple Slayers here and there, moving my Ungor herd up. A little slow on the pull out there. That's what she said. Alright. So yeah, gonna have see that these are all miners over here. I'm gonna come out over here with a quick cycle charge because all my guys are really close to breaking. No doubt about that. These Ungor herd lasts literally seconds, but it's gonna give these guys a few more seconds to do some shots in here. But Slayers actually do have a missile resistance of, I believe it's 30%. It's not as good as a normal bronze shield. Yep, 30% instead of 35. And that's from their spinning axes, and I think the Giant Slayers also have a bronze shield, so that's going to be I mean, that's their one weakness is ranged, and they got a pretty good block chance, so a decent block chance. So over here, I'm going to start shooting at these Slayers, and they are starting to go down, and I have a lot less now compared to him, now that I've taken down those miners there. But we just got Ungram over here. We got some Vestor coming in there. They'll be pretty good. They're going to run in here and hit this one Slayer, absolutely wreck him. And these guys are going to come in for a cycle charge, hit Ungram in the back, do a decent amount of damage. I mean, it was just a sliver, but any damage on Ungram or Dwarf Lord at this point is pretty good. Going to run into the back of these Slayers, which is going to get a few kills on them, and at that point my opponent is indeed going to concede defeat. So a very interesting army. Like I said, it was kind of spammy with 6 miners blasting charges, and 7 Slayers. YCA doesn't implement like 3 Slayers or 4 Slayers max into an army. I don't understand. Instead they have, even on, okay, so on low tier units they have 6 units, and you know what, I'm actually fine with that. But on high tier units, they also have like up to 6 units, except for like monsters and stuff, so I think there needs to be more restrictions in multiplayer, or there needs to be a competitive multiplayer rule set. I would really love to see something like that from CA, although I don't think we ever will. But you know, we can hope. So my army over here was meant to have a little flanking force, hit the dwarves from the side, while these guys do some armor-piercing damage in the front, and I have a bunch of harass, a chariot, and do some good artillery damage. But, you know, it ended up working against this build pretty well. So, good game to my opponent, Ninja Hunt here, and that's going to be all for this one, guys. This is John Ton from Total Brohammer, signing out.